Huzzah! And what did we get? We got a spyglass. So we get one Discover AP. Wow, so we have all these bonus APs, which is pretty cool. Getting scared to draw from that loot bag because eventually our luck's gonna run out. What did we get here as our item? Power gauntlets. So we got some armor. Now, remember I showed you before that other card had the order keyword? And it had this little asterisk. This one has armor with an asterisk. You can only have one of each asterisked type card when you finally do achieve these as assets. So basically, we just defeated this hobgoblin, and in his dying breath, for some reason, he said, "Get the power gauntlets at the open heath," or something, I don't know. The Wild Claw Barbarians speak of archaic battle rites where leaders fought for tribal ownership wearing nothing but Jarnhand's knuckles. So that's cool. We just heard about these sweet gauntlets that are also in the open heath, which is nearby. So we can go look for that. That's pretty cool. But we have a problem here. We lost a hit point, right? You didn't think I'd forget, did you? So we're going to lose a hit point. But when you lose a hit point, you also lose the AP that you have with that hit point. You don't lose one of your hit points that you've already used the AP for, which kind of sucks. So that would end our day. We're not at a Gloom location. We do flip over our night card, and it's going to be Tribal Tithe. This is an event. When it's revealed, each hero must discard one rumor. The savage wild claws will not be satisfied without tribute, and the shrouded glade falls into gloom. Oh, how lame is that? The shrouded glade. Do you see it? No, because we're in blurry mode right now. But this is the shrouded glade. That's going to fall into gloom. And now we've got to choose. What are we going to get rid of? Do we get rid of the cards that we need for our quest? Or do we get rid of this sweet item we could possibly get that makes us super strong? I think I want to get rid of this one, because this is a Plains card, which we do need for our Saga chapter. But if you take notice, the open heath is down here, and we have to go there to get these gauntlets. So we could just get rid of one of these. Actually, let's get rid of the quest. Get rid of this one because it's a mountain. We could just walk this way, and it puts us closer to the middle of the world there. Okay, so that stinks. We had to discard that, but we're fine. We're not defeated. So even though we've lost some health here, we don't gain it back until we do our rest action. So we're only going to gain back 3 of these AP for tomorrow. And now we have to play with just what we have here. But you know what? Actually, let's say that we did something a little different. At the very end of our turn, before we ended the day, we did have this tent. This has been in our possession the whole time. So if before the night phase we had used this, which I'm going to say we would, because normally we'd be sitting down at the table, I'd be looking at everything in front of me and not managing a camera, microphone, all that stuff. So we're going to say that this was used immediately after fighting that hobgoblin to gain our health back. So we would have rested and pulled that back. And now in the morning, we're going to get all 4 of our AP back. I think that's okay, because we would have done it. Alright, so we've got our 4 AP. We're going to start the day like any other day. Getting on our feet and walking over here to the Rising Bluffs. And that's another mountain area. And it's another enemy. We're fighting a beast man this time. This is a humanoid enemy from the mountains with 3 hit points and 3 fight dice. Feral and bloodthirsty creatures, the beast men of the mountains, live only to wreak havoc on the outlying lands. I'm just going to put that down next to me because we're fighting. Oh, and I should have, silly me, I should have shown you what the hide ability does. But that I won't take back because we've gotten new information. In any case, we still have our 5 dice for our 3 plus 2. They have 3 plus 1 for getting the drop on us. We'll roll all these together, see what happens. He hit us once, we hit him once. Okay, so the way that works is we're going to lose, and he's going to take a damage, which we will note. I'm going to use these little skulls because why not? He got hit for 1. Okay, now in a fight, you just continue to roll rounds of combat until someone is dead or you're afraid you're going to die, so you back out of the combat. So we're going to continue. I'm going to still have my 5 fight dice, but he's going to drop back down now because he doesn't have the element of surprise anymore. So he's going back to his normal 3 dice. And here we go. We're hoping for 2 hits for the black dice and 0 for the others. Oh, so we got 1 and 1. He hits us for 1, we hit him for 1. So there's the 1 on him. And here we go, losing another. Oh, goodness gracious. But I'm not giving up. We can get 1 more. I know it. And there it is. We've killed him. He's almost killed us. Great. So we're going to lose our last AP. This grueling fight, that's 3. Killed him. And we now take this into our hand. I'm going to go into the loot bag again. I'm going to forego the 1 coin. And for the loot, we're getting another map. This is just like the previous map, except it lets us relocate to any plains location this time. We're getting really lucky with the with the loot bag. And then we can keep this guy or take another item. This time, let's hold on to it because we want to use those. He's both an enemy and a mountain, which so was the other one, and it was silly of me to get rid of it because it fulfilled 2 of the requirements that we needed. Okay, so now we're hurting, but it's nighttime. So we pull our night card. We're going to see what happens. Okay, so this is another sort of typical night card. So this Clannish Rally happens. When it's revealed, it's placed in the Blessed Grove, which is the very place that it makes fall into gloom. And the time has come to unite the Wild Claw tribes against the oncoming darkness. So just like last night we had to pay tribute, now these clans are getting restless, I guess. And this is the Blessed Grove here. And we just stick this card into the Blessed Grove. It just lives there. And lucky us, we still have not had a mountain fall into gloom. But unlucky us, we have 1 hit point. Literally 1 hit point. So now, what you can do to gain your actions back is rest. So a rest action is something you do when there are no encounters present at your location, which includes places. And that's why that previous place that we had over here in the Windy Valley said you can rest here, because it is technically an encounter. So that was an anomaly. So we could rest where we are now, and we would regain 1 hit point back. We could also step back into Sprawl City. It would go to nighttime, but in Sprawl City, we're able to heal up a little bit better. We can heal 1 hit point for every 1 gold that we spend. The only problem is we don't have any gold. We have literally no gold. So we're going to have to... I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to spend this AP and get back 1 hit point. And now immediately we have to go back to the night phase. That's where the game gets tricky. Like, it seemed pretty easy at the beginning, and I have to admit, I've had some good luck so far. But that was it. That was our whole turn, just to heal up. And next time, who knows, maybe we just do 2 rests to get back up to 4. Okay, but in any case, we have new weather. This is pouring rain. When breaking camp ends, each hero with 2 or more AP loses 1 AP. Oh, jeez. And the rolling hills fall into gloom. Well, so this replaces our old weather, and the rolling hills fall into gloom. The rolling hills are right here. We'll flip that. But what happens is a mountain has fallen into gloom, so we draw our first plot card. This is the Flayer of Pain, and he demands tribute, and the tribute must be paid in blood. Failure will lead to its organic machines of pain taking their toll on the populace. Obsessed with defiling this new and fleshy world, the Flayer at first seems unstoppable, but sharing the knowledge of its whereabouts and taking the fight to its lair could put an end to its abominations. So to defeat this, we go to the area where it kind of lives, and we have to lose a hit point. But if we don't, then when the Ancient comes out, he causes us to lose an item when we encounter him. So that sucks. But he just goes and lives here, and all we have to do is get there, drop a hit point. Alright, so that was the night phase. We heal back up, and it said any hero with more than 2 AP, because of the pouring rain, would lose 1 AP. So we're safe here with our 2 AP. But that sort of brings into question what we should do, whether we gain our AP back or just stick with the 2 that we have until we get new weather. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to continue on with our 2 AP, and I guess I won't try to heal that back because we're just going to lose AP. So first thing I'm going to do is move. We're going to go into here because we want to try to get our sweet power gauntlets. And now, normally we would spend an AP in this location in order to discover our asset, but in this case we have the spyglass, so we're going to use this to gain 1 discover, specifically discover AP. So now, boom, we've just discovered our power gauntlets in the open heath, which is pretty cool. So that's great. And now we will move right back up to here. We'll do a move action and use that and see what transpires in the Rising Bluffs. That's a mountain card, and it's an enemy. Oh, it's the Minotaur. We're going to get out of here. Goodness. Okay. So this guy has 4 health. He has 4 dice. And he has... Oh, man. Okay. And he has the drop on us, right? Because we did not go in hidden. So he needs a 5th die that I don't have. But I'm going to put him down here in the Rising Bluffs. And when a battle starts, we have to perform a study 2 test. And if we don't succeed our study test at the beginning of the battle, he just straight up takes no damage at all. So that's the first thing we have to do, because this battle happens immediately because we forgot to hide. So for a study test, we do have 4 dice, and we just need 1. So we succeeded, so we can damage him. We know that much. But we need our 5 dice. I think I just bumped the tripod. We need our 5 dice, and we need to give him another die. Let's give him this other red die. And he's got 5 dice, so we could be dead right here. This could be murder. Oh, that's a 6 for us. I'm counting it. So he has hit us twice. We are going to die. He got hit once. Doesn't matter. Okay, so what happens here is we are defeated. and these go away. So we're going to have to wake up in Sprawl City at the end of this night. That's the way that kind of works.